It's very different today, and you know, I was just talking to my brother-in-law about this the other day. My brother-in-law, Brent Shields, he is now the head of Hallmark Entertainment, and he's like 44 years old. And he's directed 5 of their shows, and he produces them. And the one that he directed has had more audience, had a larger audience than any 2-hour movie that's ever been on television. So he's very successful at this stuff. And we were talking the other day about how are we being fair to encourage so many students to try and get into an industry where the jobs are shrinking. So, well, yes, because you still want the very best people to take those few remaining jobs. But what you want to really convey to students is you have to be the best at what you do. First of all, you have to have a passion for it. Don't do this business if you don't have a passion. If you think this would be cool, or you can make a lot of money, or you get to hang out with stars, that is really the totally wrong reason to be in this business. You have to love the collaboration, and you have to love the art form. So if you hate television, if you don't watch television, if you spend all your time either going to movies or on the internet or listening to the radio, then don't go to work in television, because you really need to love that art form. So whatever it is, you have to love that, and then you have to take whatever job you can. So you know, the literature is full of people talking about getting their starts in the mailroom, for instance. Well, that's a great place to start, because you start in the mailroom and then you make yourself indispensable. You become not only the best person in the mailroom, but during your lunch hour you go up to somebody and say, I've got a few extra minutes, can I help you with something? Or I read a great book, and you know, I don't know anything about writing scripts, but you do, and here's a book that you might be interested in, a story that you would find that would be useful to make into a television movie or whatever. I mean, you have to be thinking about those sort of things and showing people that you do have that passion and that you're somebody we want to keep around. But it's very difficult because you have more and more schools putting out more and more film and TV majors and fewer jobs these days. I think that what's going to happen is that the paradigm is going to change, just as it is in the music business has already changed. And the web is going to be increasingly important. So people that are doing their deal on MySpace, and especially YouTube, that's going to be the next place where you're going to see growth and where people are going to have an opportunity to show their talents, because the technology, fortunately, is more accessible than it used to be. It used to be you couldn't make your own movie. You had to have an 8mm or a 16mm camera, and that was not an easy thing to come by if you didn't have any dough. But now practically anybody can make a movie. It's got the sound already on the camera, and you know you can edit on Pro Tools. You can download Pro Tools for free. So there are greater opportunities for people to get involved and do this sort of stuff, but fewer opportunities to make a living at it. So it's going to be very challenging. But that's all I can. It's a matter of perseverance and making yourself indispensable and following your passion.